Hey Reddit. What are some decent paying jobs you can get if you were a C student in high school? Subscribe to support the channel. And share how much you earn in the comments. Nobody doing the hiring is going to give a shiz about your high school grades. Think this is more about the work ethic of a C student. Not so much the grade itself. Your grades in high school only matter if you're trying to get into college. Employers don't care as long as you graduate. I think it's more so implying that they won't attend university. If you got bad grades because you're stupid, you won't last in any job. Contrary to popular belief, the trades require brains. The more the better. Unless you want to be a roofer. They'll take anybody. Believe it or not, air traffic controller. My uncle makes $155,000 a year, full federal benefits, and he was a high school dropout who obtained a GED. The job is really about a set of natural skills that only about 40% of the population has. It may be you. It also has the highest alcohol addiction and suicide rate of any civilian career due to the stress. I've thought about doing this. What's the skills you are talking about? An apprenticeship for any of the trades that pay well. Electrician, HVAC, plumber, etc. The US is in the middle of the largest shortage of skilled labor in its history. You will have plenty of opportunities. I don't think anyone asks about HS grades. Could be wrong. They don't. I'm in a trade union in the Northeast. And when I signed up they did need to photocopy my diploma. But they don't care about specific grades. My last day of high school consisted of walking around to all of my failed classes and seeing if I could make an assignment up on the spot to bring me up to AD so that I'd have enough credits to graduate. One of my teachers said, "I didn't enter a grade for assignment." "You did that, right?" Yeah, I did that. It was a pass or fail science experiment. So it's either an A or F. He gave me a C. Probably knew I was full of shiz. But didn't care enough to ruin me. And 3 days later I graduated. 9 years later I was making $100K and haven't dropped below that any year since. That's how much grades don't matter. Honestly, even construction. If you keep your nose clean and take care of yourself, it's not that bad. If you let yourself get out of shape and get into drugs and booze, you'll be hurting when you're 40. I started out of high school. Right at the bottom. I was handed a jackhammer and shown how to maintain it and what to do. 6 years later I was an operator. And now I'm in the process of becoming a foreman. The past 2 years I've made $70K. And I only work 7 months a year. Turnover is high. So if you stick it out and have some brains, you'll move right up. In all honesty, we only keep about 30% of the people we hire every year. It's way more important that you have a clean criminal record than be an honor student in high school. I can't figure out why more people don't get this. Agreed. Your grades only really matter for college entrance. Scholarship eligibility. Internships in college. Real world doesn't give two shits about your grades. Just your work ethic and experience. Every place I've ever worked did a background check on me. Not one has ever asked for a transcript, and I'm including jobs that I got in my degree field after graduating college. I graduated with a 3.0. That's good. I'll notate that. And I have my transcript here if you need a copy for proof. Nah. The first few places I worked were just looking for warm bodies. Now that I have a few years of experience, interviewers would be more concerned with satisfactory explanation for employment gaps. Programmer. I see that you have shown that you have proficiency in the C language. Unfortunately, C is seen as too low these days. Everyone wants C++. Is this our programmer humor? Go into the trades. Electrician, plumber, etc. They make bank once they get to journeyman, which takes about 4 to 5 years. Even apprentices make well above $10 per hour here in the Midwest. And raises come quick for competent trainees. It's a good living. Hard work when the work needs to get done. But there's a lot of the regular old daily grind as well. I'd honestly recommend that even the A students look at this for a career path for consideration. If you're the type of person that likes to work with your hands and see the results of your work, then the trades are going to offer a very rewarding life. If you were decent with numbers and practical math, look into machining. I was a D student and am currently making $20 an hour in a state where the minimum wage is like $8. I'm sorry if I sound uncultured, but what's matching? Now, this is a good response. It isn't a backbreaking trade. Many places have the ability to climb the corporate ladder. And it's reliable. What do you call a doctor that gets C's in medical school? A doctor. What do you call the person who graduated last in medical school? Doctor. You won't even get into medical school if you graduate college with a C average though. Employers typically want something more tangible than grades. You're more likely to get asked about the projects and groups you've been involved in and the skill that came from those opportunities than being asked for your transcripts. They want to know you got your diploma or GED and then why you have skills for the job you're applying for. Also, side tip, if you're looking at a job that says, college degree preferred or something to that effect, apply anyways. There's no promise that an applicant with a college degree will apply. And the company may need to fill the position quickly, giving you a higher chance of getting hired. I've never asked a candidate nor have ever been interviewed about what group projects I did in school or what clubs I have ever been a part of. Nor have I ever heard anyone ask for that information, even from recent college grads. Federal government. There are thousands of job postings, many of which don't require a degree and are open to the public and recent grads. They do, however, require high grades on state exams passed out every few years, at least a few years of experience in the same field, and have some absolutely absurd competition. Last year, I sat an exam for a position as a library assistant for an inner-city library. It was part-time, paid barely over minimum wage, and required a year of experience. There were over 3 dozen people sitting that same test. Just something to think about. Postal Service USPS always hiring, you just gotta be willing to work. But $18.56 starting ain't bad. My dad worked there for 35 years and is retired at 56. He loved it too. He recommends it to me as there's many options such as being a carrier or clerk. I'm definitely thinking of going down that path. High school grades don't matter, it's what you do afterwards to get the good paying job. Yes, I got ass grades in high school. But I picked the right path and am on my way to graduate in 3 months with a great job already lined up afterwards. High school grades can suck my nut. Politician. I'd vote for you XX69 Pussyslayer 88XX. If you're good communicator, get into sales. Then upgrade into industry BTB. Motivation, flexibility and bite will bring you forward. Automotive, railways or aviation. 70K at age 30. 100K at 45. Can confirm. I left with nothing. I mean nothing. Now in B2B sales. High-tech industry. Just got my head DOWM after school. Liked the job and built a reputation. Great money. There's a job for everyone in this, worked if you have the right attitude. Cam girl. That's for F grades. Deleted. Times 1000. I've never been asked for a transcript. I don't make 500K but I'm good at what I do. The question is, did you get a 2.7 GPA being lazy? Or trying? You could still be very smart. Depends on where you are. In Seattle most of my server friends make between 50 to 80K a year. Working 20 to 30 hours a week with zero notable education. I'm moving to Seattle right now. Trashman. They can get 40K a year. Is $40K a year really decent paying? Go to community college for 1 year. Then say graduated high school with college experience. Say the degree is in progress. It sounds ridiculous. But it works. Doesn't even have to be a year. Do a semester. The real rub of it is, the best thing to do is get a few community college courses under your belt. If you have a college GPA, most hiring places won't look at your high school transcript. Or, being licensed in most trades are a sure bet. Outside of education and getting $500 off of your new Subaru. Your transcript is a joke.
Come in.